Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we take the ingredients you see every day, feed them into our source analysis engine, and, well, we extract the precise need-to-know insights.
And today we've got a big one.
We do. If you've stepped into the world of, let's say, natural or functional beauty products recently, you've noticed one ingredient that is just absolutely everywhere, and that's bamboo charcoal.
It really is. It's the ultimate example of a trend driven by, an ancient, simple process that's been perfected for modern cleansing needs. You see it in everything.
Oh, for sure. Black toothpaste, deep cleansers, hair care, body bars.
All of it.
Exactly. And it's touted as this, miracle detoxifier for congested skin. But whenever an ingredient gets this popular, we have to ask the critical questions. What is it specifically?
Right. Where does it come from?
And what makes it functionally different from, the charcoal you use in your barbecue?
And that is the core mission of this deep dive. Our sources give us this incredible breakdown of the process, the chemical engineering, really, that converts simple bamboo into this highly effective substance. Okay, so we're going to cover its unique origin story, how it is made, and the 3 distinct benefits that, really define its popularity in personal care today.
Okay, let's unpack this. The term is bamboo charcoal. Now, the source material is very clear. We are discussing a form of activated carbon derived exclusively from the bamboo plant.
Right. Activated is the key.
It is the key word. We've established it's not just ash. So what is the process that turns a dense woody plant into this lightweight, highly functional powder?
Well, what's fascinating here is the precise manufacturing method, and this is really key to its performance. It's a process known as pyrolysis. For controlled thermal decomposition. Essentially, the bamboo is heated to extremely high temperatures, often upwards of 700 to 1,000 degrees Celsius.
Wow, that is intense heat.
It is, but here is the essential variable. This heating process has to happen in the complete absence of oxygen.
The absence of oxygen. Why is that so important?
Well, if oxygen were present, you would just get regular combustion, you'd get fire, and you'd be left with ash. But by denying it oxygen, the material doesn't burn. It chars. It breaks down all the organic components. The water, lignin, cellulose, leaving behind almost pure, highly structured carbon.
So the high heat and that lack of oxygen actually restructure the material itself.
Precisely. That charring process is what creates the initial porosity. But to make it truly activated, we need surface area. Activation involves a second step, sometimes using steam or other processes, to essentially puncture that carbon structure.
Puncture it?
Yeah, to create millions and millions of microscopic pores, cracks, and binding sites.
That's the real aha moment for the listener right there. That huge increase in surface area must be what drives the benefits. Can you give us a sense of scale?
This is where the physics of it gets, frankly, mind-boggling. The source material often cites the standard calculation for activated carbon surface area.
Okay.
Because those pores are so infinitesimally small, the surface area in just 1 gram, think less than a teaspoon of this activated bamboo charcoal powder can often exceed 1,000 square meters.
Wait, hold on. You're saying 1 gram of this black powder has the internal surface area equivalent to 1/3 of a football field.
That is exactly the scale we're dealing with.
Well,
and that level of internal surface area is the secret behind its power. It's not just a sponge, it's a vast, intricate network of carbon molecules ready to bind.
incredible.
And once it's charred and activated, it's milled down into that ultrafine powder that gets incorporated into the final beauty products.
Unbelievable. So that highly specific process, it has to start with the right source material.
Yeah.
We established that this isn't just any backyard bamboo. What specific variety we're dealing with?
We are talking about the Moso bamboo plant?
Moso.
Yes. Moso is native to China and large parts of Asia, which is why that region is the primary sourcing location for this ingredient. And Moso has a few characteristics that make it ideal.
Both chemically and environmentally, I assume?
Exactly. Give us the fun fact, why Moso?
Well, Moso bamboo is renowned for its incredible growth speed. It's one of the fastest growing plants on Earth.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It often reaches its mature height in just a matter of months. This rapid regeneration is, well, it's the underpinning of its sustainability claim.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
The source confirms that the Moso bamboo used for charcoal is sustainably harvested. You can harvest it regularly without depleting the stands, which is a major win for consumers.
Right. For anyone looking for effective, natural options that also meet those environmental standards,
Precisely.
that's a crucial differentiator. It connects the efficacy, that specific carbon structure we discussed, with the environmental story, so we know what it is.
Right. Activated carbon derived from rapidly renewable moso bamboo.
Via high-heat, oxygen-free pyrolysis. Now let's pivot to the action. What does this massive surface area actually do to your skin? This is where we dive into the 3 core benefits. The fundamental appeal, as you mentioned, is that it provides a powerful natural alternative to many harsher synthetic cleansers. Its pore structure delivers, let's call it a triple threat of functionality.
Okay, let's start with benefit 1, detoxification. But let's challenge the marketing claim right away. When products say detox, are we really talking about drawing out deep systemic toxins? Or are we strictly dealing with surface-level grime and pollutants?
That's such an important distinction. And yeah, for the informed listener, you need to understand we are primarily talking about surface level efficacy. The benefit is called detoxifying power, but the mechanism is adsorption.
Adsorption.
And that mechanism is best suited for binding small particles, environmental pollutants, excess residue, surface dirt.
You just hit on the most important technical detail. Adsorption versus absorption. For anyone who might still be thinking sponge, can you clearly define the difference?
Absolutely. Think of a sponge, that's absorption. It soaks a liquid into its structure.
Right, inside.
Activated charcoal performs adsorption, where molecules, like dirt or chemical residues, are chemically or physically attracted to and bind onto the exterior and interior surface of the charcoal particles.
So they're stuck on the surface.
They are essentially stuck on the carbon surface, trapped in those millions of microscopic pores we talked about.
Okay, so it's not pulling liquid or oils into itself. It's pulling grime onto itself, maximizing that enormous, football field of surface area.
Precisely. It functions as a powerful surface-level purifier. This is why it's so effective in cleansers and deep cleansing masks. The impurities are bound to the charcoal, and when you rinse the product away,
They go right down the drain with it.
they go right down the drain, leaving your skin feeling and looking significantly clearer.
That distinction, adsorption, not absorption, is so critical. Okay, now, the second benefit is physical. It's not just working chemically, it's working structurally. Let's talk about it as an exfoliant.
Yes. So while the activated powder is incredibly fine to maximize that binding capacity, it still retains a slight, effective, gritty texture. That's benefit 2. Exfoliating action.
And I imagine the consistency of that powder must depend heavily on how finely it's milled, right? I mean, a gentle facial cleanser versus a heavy body scrub.
It does, yeah. The milling process is highly controlled. For a mask, it will be milled into an almost invisible powder. For a scrub, it may retain slightly larger particles to enhance that mechanical action.
Got it.
But regardless of the exact size, the physical attribute of the carbon particles allows it to act as a really effective exfoliant.
And the result of that mechanical action?
Well, it helps to slough away dead skin cells. When you gently work that product into your skin, you are helping your skin shed those dull, dead surface cells.
So you get this dual action.
Exactly. The adsorption pulling out the deep impurities and the physical grit scrubbing the surface layer. It helps unclog pores and promotes a smoother, more radiant complexion. It's addressing texture and deep cleansing at the same time.
Okay, that's a powerful combination. Chemical purification and physical smoothing. Now, let's talk about the specific skin type that gets the most out of this. What's the final core benefit?
That brings us to benefit 3, oil control properties. And this is particularly valuable if we are connecting this back to common skincare challenges, especially for people dealing with persistent shine or breakouts.
And as anyone with oily skin knows, excess oil, or sebum, is the perfect medium for trapped dirt and bacteria, which leads to acne.
Exactly. Bamboo charcoal has these incredible natural oil-adsorpting properties. Again, it's that massive surface area at work. It can effectively bind to and sequester excess sebum, the natural oils your skin produces.
Oh, grabs the oil.
It grabs it. Instead of letting that oil sit on the surface where it clogs pores and feeds bacteria, the charcoal just locks onto it.
So the very specific process, the pyrolysis of moso bamboo, it results in a chemical structure that seems almost designed to mitigate sebum. It's a real solution, not just a marketing claim.
It really is an ingredient built for the purpose. By helping to control excess oil production at the surface level, it directly mitigates one of the primary precursors to breakouts.
Which makes it ideal.
An ideal targeted ingredient for oily and acne-prone skin types.
That is a very robust 3-part profile for a single natural ingredient. We've got purification, texture refinement, and oil regulation. It's no wonder we see it used so widely.
Absolutely. Because of this powerful efficacy profile, our sources confirm its broad use across skincare, hair care, and body care. You'll find it in shampoos designed to strip product buildup,
Right, for clarified.
in facial bar soaps for oily skin, and in those deep detoxifying masks. It has really established itself as one of the most reliable natural cleansing agents out there.
Now, whenever an ingredient is this powerful, this good at pulling things out and scrubbing things away, the question of safety and balance has to come up.
Of course.
What do the sources say about safety considerations, especially considering its strong purifying action?
The primary information is reassuring. Bamboo charcoal is generally considered safe for use in beauty products. It's a natural, inert carbon material, and it is unlikely to cause adverse reactions for the vast majority of users.
However, we need to introduce a note of nuance here. I mean, if an ingredient is extremely efficient at removing oil, could it potentially be too efficient for someone with dry or sensitive skin?
That is a crucial point, and it moves beyond the basic safety assessment. Because bamboo charcoal is such a highly effective adsorbent and exfoliant, using products with it too frequently,
Or in high concentrations?
or using highly concentrated formulations, yes, it could potentially lead to some minor dryness or irritation for individuals who already have a dry or compromised moisture barrier. It's not an inherent danger, but it is a functional trade-off.
So if you have dry skin, you might want to cycle its use. Maybe use a bamboo charcoal mask only once a week instead of daily.
Exactly. Understanding the mechanism allows you to use the product intelligently. And this brings us to the standard responsible advice contained in the sources. As with any new skincare product, whether it's natural or synthetic,
Always a good idea.
it is always a good idea to patch test. Apply it to a small area of skin before you commit to using it on your entire face or body. That's just smart practice.
A patch test is the final step in responsible consumption. Okay, so we started with the trendy black powder, and now we understand its entire life cycle.
And its functional benefits.
We learned that bamboo charcoal starts as Moso bamboo, chosen for its sustainable rapid growth in Asia. It's then put through that incredibly specific high heat process in the absence of oxygen pyrolysis to create a material where 1 gram has the binding capacity of a vast field.
And that structure is what unlocks the 3 core benefits that matter to you, the consumer. First, its immense surface area allows it to adsorb and detoxify surface impurities.
Right.
Second, the milled powder acts as a mechanical exfoliant, leading to smoother texture. And third, its capacity to bind to sebum makes it exceptional for targeted oil control in acne-prone skin.
So you now have the specific details, the chemistry, and the context. The next time you see that sleek black packaging, you won't just see a buzzword. You'll understand that you are holding a highly structured carbon material, chemically engineered by controlled heat to deliver purification, texture, and oil regulation.
And here's the final thought to mull over. We've gone through the complexity of activating carbon to create millions of microscopic binding sites for modern skin issues like pollution and excess sebum. Given the sophistication of chemical science today, it raises a compelling question.
Okay.
How is it that one of the most effective solutions, a substance created by simply heating a plant without oxygen, is a process that, in various forms, has been utilized by humans for thousands of years? It suggests that when addressing the complex chemistry of the skin, sometimes the most enduring and effective solutions are found in these fundamental, perfected natural processes.
A fantastic point to end on. Thank you for joining us for the deep dive.
We'll catch you next time.